Okay, next up, the Great Barrier Reef. Whew. Don't mind the speed dealers. I'm staring straight to the bloody sun here. Now, plan of attack. We're going to split the diff of these two islands. Take a dog leg right, and we might even have a bit of a troll just around those areas, see what the bottom looks like. You've got to know what the bottom looks like. Okay, so we're coming up to some shallow spots. See it on here. Flares at the front. Pretty important to have a spotter, because what I can't see in here, there's a bit of salt on the windscreen. You'll be able to pick it up from the front.
We've done a lot to get here. It's been over a month now, I think, from when we first started planning it. And it wasn't a month of talking about it, it was a month of action, really.
Yeah.
And we finally arrived.
We have just arrived at the reef. Come and check this out. Look at that. Okie dokie. Blair's in first, doing a quick scout.
Buggered off back into a cave. Won't shoot him in there.
So the trout is gone down. He's seen two good sized trout. He's bombed down on them. They've gone into like a little cave. They sit in like under little coral shelves and whatever else. And sometimes it's not worth taking the shot, because well, if you shaft him while he's in there, he can get caught up and the spear can get stuck on something in there. It's just, you just don't want the admin, especially when you've got truckloads of country full of the mongrels. So I'll just give you a quick rundown before I jump in. On a bit of kit that I use. So gloves essential, especially if you're getting crays or whatever else, otherwise your fingers, you'll see like all the knuckles all busted up. And then over here we've got your knife. Very, very good piece of equipment. Cut yourself free if you get tangled up with all these sorts of ropes and wires and all these sorts of things. Gets the job done, but it doesn't stick out too much and get caught on corals and rocks and all that sort of jazz. It's no good when you're down there and you're trying to get into a sneaky spot, and then your knife, because it's bulky, grabs onto some coral and you can't move around the corner, and the fish of the day is sitting there just going, you're an idiot. So then we come over here to the weight belt. Pretty handy if you want to stay down there. If you've got a good enough breath hold to chill on the bottom for a bit. A 6-year-old goggle. I mean, I bought the new ones, but they just don't fit me mug. I reckon I got a shocking mug for goggles, or shocking mug full stop.
What Nick and I have developed over many years of trying is a technique called the human halka. Now, when the current's really strong, what we do is we get a rope that's safe enough distance away from the propellers, but not too long, that we put out the back and get him to hang on to, so we can defeat the current a little bit. It's a little bit safer for us too, so we're not two divers in the water. Whoa, what have we here? Look how beautiful that is. Tell us all about it.
Lost a bit of hair there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to announce it's my first tusk fish. Black spot tusk fish they're called. He came up for a look. I wasn't sure, I thought it was a wrasse for a second, so I turned around and kept going the other way, and because I showed no attention to him, he circled back, and then I'd spotted the black spot on there, and I went, you beauty. Went down on an angle away from him. He was a bit, he was chilled then, he wasn't concerned. And he went behind this bit of coral, and then I went down around it, and as he sort of looked around the side, like, what's that coming around the corner of the corals? And then put a little shot in, and it stopped him straight up. It stoned him, so I don't think the spear went all the way through because he's pretty thick. And I was at the end of my range. The spear was at the absolute end of its range, so that's why I didn't go through. But either way, we stoned him and we got a feed. Can't wait to eat that mongrel. There's a little bit of hunger in the camp, so Blair's digging through for what we need. We're going for quite a tricky dish for lunch, for late lunch. It's eggs on toast. We've run out of spoons, of knife. I couldn't find my knife, so I've grabbed my spoon. Whee, what was that? Oh, it's the bloody, thank Christ for that. Okay, there you go, bum nuts on toast.
Wow, powerful.
Yep, enjoy.
I think I'm into the Fusiliers now. And then these beautiful things turn up. And they are gorgeous, gorgeous creatures. I've just hooked a nice fish here. Doing the same thing I've been doing. It looks like a nice fish. What is it, Nick?
Footballer trout.
Nick's just informed me it's a footballer trout. I've never actually caught one of these on rod and reel, so this is what's called a footballer trout. Look at the colours on him. He's absolutely spectacular. These fish are truly gems of the reef. Just another species of coral trout. You see them, they stand out really clearly on the bottom. We're not out here for long. We're not smashing the reef. There's thousands of these things out here, so don't get us wrong. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. We only take what we need for our friends and family, and but we're really trying to get a little bit of a feed together so we can get back there and have a big feed, so with our families. But anyway, just wanted to show you that one. Absolutely stunning fish. I've got a little bit of colour.
You got, oh, good colour.
Good colour. Nanny!
Holy snappers!
Ask and you shall receive.
Holy doolies! That's a monster!
Far out.
Holy struth!
Far east.
That is a large mouth.
Nanny guy.
Nanny guy. Yeah, just a little update. She's both having a kip, and then the anchor's pulled. I think there's a few salty captains out there who know the feeling of bobbing around at night trying to bloody find safe anchorage, or somewhere where you can just feel comfortable enough to close your eyes again. I'm currently sitting in the hot seat here, trying to, I'm just checking over looking at, there's a fuel consumption, trying to rearrange spots in between while we find, say, safe anchorage is costing us. So I think I'm just going to have to try and hold off and float it out for a couple of hours in the pitch black. So we've just kicked over the engines. Blair's done a bit of deck cleaned your deck.
Cleaned my deck up. It was a bit dirty.
But just quietly have a look at that sunrise there. And well, that was Yeah, that was a moonrise, that last one. So we're still chasing that first bite of the morning. To admit how you're going on the sounder. We could sit here and tell you that, you know, a whole bunch of rubbish until something happens, or I could just tell you that nothing happening.
I tell you what, it's pretty crook when you've been out fishing and you've been filleting a few fish, or you've been using bait or whatever, and you have a piece of toast or a sanger or something, and you think on your fingertip or on your nail there's a bit of tomato sauce or a bit of honey or something, and you put your thumb in your gob and really go at it, and then it's not what you thought it was. It's not Tommy sauce or honey or one of those things. It's flat out guts or blood or 3-day-old poo or something. There's no showers out here. No. What do you got, Badge?
Mate, something's just popped up out of the reef here and had a good old-fashioned
had a crack. Wow.
I've just been using this popper.
Is that a Halco?
It's a Halco rooster.
Rooster popper. Jeez, they can catch it. Oh, it's a beautiful trout.
There you go.
Well done. Holy smokes. What are we doing getting in the water?
I know. What do you
don't even have to.
There's not much light left in the day. We thought we'd finish off with an afternoon troll. We've got a couple of pilchards out the back, and we're going to get over this shoal. It's just up ahead here. We're going to drop them out and putt around. One last crack at it, see how we go. That's okay. Fuck it.
It's on, it's solid.
That's fine. Right, well done. Okay, let's get the fur out of here.
Okay, so we've made an executive decision. Probably can't see us, but you'll be able to hear us. Righto, so we got a little weather report from our emergency weather system that's saying that there's quite a large unpredicted weather system coming in, blowing quite heavy winds and stuff, and it's already started, and it's quite white cappy out here. Good. Yep, righto. Anyway, we'll report back. We gotta go.